Last night, my security camera sent me a motion alert. That wasn't strange. Cameras send alerts all the time. What was strange was the person it recorded, because the woman walking through my living room at 2:47 a.m. looked exactly like me. And the worst part, I was watching the footage while sitting in that same living room, alone, or at least I thought I was. My name is Emily Carter. I live alone in a small apartment in Chicago. It's not a fancy place, just a quiet building on the edge of the city. I work from home as a graphic designer, so most of my days are spent inside. Coffee, laptop, headphones, the same routine every day. A few months ago, I installed security cameras inside my apartment. Not because I was paranoid. A package had been stolen from outside my door, and it annoyed me enough to buy a small camera system online. I placed one in the living room facing the couch, one in the hallway, and one near the front door. After that, nothing interesting ever happened. The cameras just recorded normal life. Me working late, me eating dinner on the couch, sometimes my cat walking across the frame. But last night, something changed. At exactly 2:47 a.m., my phone buzzed on the coffee table. I had fallen asleep on the couch while watching Netflix. The sudden vibration woke me up. My eyes were blurry as I grabbed the phone and checked the notification. Motion detected, living room camera. Half asleep, I opened the app, expecting to see a shadow, or maybe my cat triggering the camera. Instead, I saw a woman. She walked slowly across the living room, past the couch, past the coffee table, toward the kitchen. My brain took a few seconds to process what I was seeing, because the woman in the video looked exactly like me. Same long dark hair, same gray hoodie I had worn earlier that night, same height, same face. My heart started racing as I replayed the clip. The timestamp said 2:47 a.m. Right now, I slowly looked up from my phone. Across the room, the living room was empty. No one there. I was sitting on the couch, exactly where the camera pointed. But the video clearly showed someone walking through the room. I told myself it had to be an old recording. Maybe the app was glitching. Maybe it was showing footage from earlier. But something about it felt wrong. I replayed the clip again. The woman moved exactly the way I moved. Even the way she pushed her hair behind her ear looked like something I always did without thinking. My phone buzzed again. Another notification. Motion detected, hallway camera. My chest tightened as I opened the video. The hallway camera showed the same woman walking slowly toward my bedroom door. My hands started shaking because I was sitting on the couch facing the hallway, and I had not seen anyone walk past me. The hallway in front of me was completely empty, but the video clearly showed the woman reaching my bedroom door. I stared at the door across the apartment. It was closed, completely still. In the video, the woman grabbed the door handle. She turned it slowly and opened the door, but the real door in front of me never moved. I felt a cold wave move through my body. My breathing became heavier. I switched to the live camera view. The living room camera showed exactly what I expected. Me sitting on the couch, staring at my phone, alone. But when I switched back to the recorded clip, the woman was still walking through my apartment, like she was living a different version of my night. My phone buzzed again. Motion detected, bedroom camera. I frowned. I didn't have a bedroom camera. I never installed one. Yet the app showed a new camera feed labeled Bedroom 2. My apartment only has one bedroom. There is no second bedroom. Still, the camera feed was active. My fingers felt cold as I tapped the video. The screen loaded slowly, and when the footage appeared, my stomach dropped. The camera showed a bedroom, but it wasn't mine. The layout looked similar. Same position of the bed, same desk near the window, but everything looked older. The walls had cracks running through the paint. The furniture looked worn and dusty. The curtains were torn, and sitting on the edge of the bed was the woman, the one who looked exactly like me. She was staring directly into the camera. Smiling, my phone buzzed again. But this time, it wasn't a motion alert. It was a message inside the security app from a user named Resident. The message said, "You're in my apartment." My fingers hovered above the screen. For a moment, I didn't know what to type. Then I wrote, "Who is this?" The reply came instantly. "You moved into my place." My chest tightened. "What are you talking about?" Another message appeared. "You shouldn't be here after 2:47. I looked at the time on my phone. 3:01 a.m. Another message popped up. "She's looking for you now." A cold chill ran down my spine. Before I could type anything else, I heard something. Footsteps. Soft, slow, coming from inside my bedroom. My eyes slowly moved toward the door across the apartment. The same door I had been staring at for the last 10 minutes. My phone buzzed again. Another message from Resident. "Don't let her see you." The doorknob began to move. Slowly, like someone on the other side was carefully turning it. My breathing stopped. The door creaked open just an inch, then 2 inches. The hallway light behind it was completely dark. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then I saw something move in the darkness behind the door. A shadow, tall, still, watching. My phone buzzed one last time. Another message appeared, and when I read it, my blood turned cold. "Run." My phone buzzed. The message on the screen said only one word. "Run." For a moment, my brain refused to react. I was still staring at the bedroom door, slowly opening in front of me. The hallway behind it was completely dark, but I could see something standing there. A shadow, tall, still, watching. My hands started shaking as I slowly slid off the couch and crouched behind it. Another message appeared on my phone. "Stay out of sight." I held my breath. The bedroom door creaked open wider. Then the shadow stepped forward, and my heart nearly stopped, because the person standing in the hallway was me. Same face, same hair, same gray hoodie I had worn earlier that night. But her expression felt wrong. Her smile was too slow, too wide, like she had learned how to smile from watching someone else do it. She walked slowly into the living room, her eyes scanning the apartment carefully, looking for something, looking for me. I stayed completely still behind the couch. My phone vibrated again. "She's searching." I slowly typed back, "What is she?" The reply came instantly. "Your replacement." My chest tightened. That made no sense. Before I could ask anything else, the woman suddenly turned toward the couch. Her head tilted slightly, like she could sense me. Then she spoke, and when she did, I felt ice run through my veins, because the voice was mine, perfectly identical. "Emily." I covered my mouth to stop myself from breathing too loudly. She took another step closer. "Emily, where are you?" The way she said my name sounded unnatural, like someone repeating a word they had just learned. My phone buzzed again. "Don't answer her." The woman kept walking, her footsteps slow, careful. She stopped only a few feet from the couch. For a moment, the apartment became completely silent. Then she whispered softly, "I know you're here." My heart started racing. I carefully crawled toward the kitchen, staying low behind the counter. The moment I moved, the floor creaked. Her head snapped toward the sound instantly. Her smile grew wider. "There you are." I didn't wait. I ran toward the front door. My hands fumbled with the lock as panic rushed through my body. Behind me, I heard her footsteps getting faster. Closer. The deadbolt finally clicked open. I pulled the door open and rushed into the hallway outside my apartment. Then I slammed the door shut behind me. For a moment, everything went silent. My chest rose and fell as I leaned against the wall. My phone buzzed again. Another message from Resident. "You left." I typed quickly. What was that thing? The reply came a few seconds later. "The new resident." My stomach twisted. "New resident." Another message appeared. "Every apartment needs one." That answer made no sense. "What do you mean?" The typing bubbled message arrived. Someone always has to stay inside. A loud bang suddenly hit the door behind me. I jumped. Another bang followed. Something was hitting the door from the inside. Hard. My phone buzzed again. She's angry now. From inside the apartment, I suddenly heard my own voice, screaming, "Emily, let me out." The sound made my skin crawl, because it sounded exactly like me. But it wasn't me. The banging continued. "Emily, I know you're out there." I stepped further away from the door. My phone vibrated again. "You should leave the building." I didn't argue. I ran down the hallway toward the stairs. Behind me, I could still hear the pounding on the door, and my own voice shouting from inside the apartment. I didn't stop running until I reached the street outside. Cold night air filled my lungs as I stood there shaking. I looked up at the building. My apartment window was still glowing with light. For several minutes, nothing happened. Then I saw movement. A figure appeared behind the window. It was her, the other me. She stood there, staring down at the street. Directly at me, my phone buzzed again. Another message from resident. "Your replacement is complete." My chest tightened. "What happens now?" I typed. The reply came slowly. "Now you move on." I looked back up at the window. The woman inside the apartment slowly raised her hand and waved, like she was greeting someone new, or maybe saying goodbye. Then the lights inside the apartment suddenly turned off. The window went dark. My phone buzzed one final time. The last message from resident said, "Don't come back.